Good morning, Year 3. In Friday's maths lesson, we're going to be finding start and end times. Let's get started with the Discover problem. Part A of this Discover asks us, Max has just started queuing for the dodgems. When will he get on? Part B asks us, when should Olivia start queuing for her ride? Let's use the picture to get more information. So over here, we have Max. He's just started queuing for the dodgems. And the dodgems queue time is 6 minutes. The clock up here is the current time. I've zoomed in on it over here. It's 3:47. So it's 3:47 now. It's a 6-minute queue for the dodgems. What time will Max get on? For part B, Olivia wants to go on the big wheel at 4:05. The big wheel time, queuing time, is 30 minutes. So what time should she start queuing? Pause the video now and have a go at working out some answers for yourself, and then come back to the video when you're ready to go through the answers with me. Let's go through the answers for those problems then. Part A asked us what time Max was going to get on the dodgems. The duration we already know. We know the duration is the 6-minute queuing time. We also know the start time, the time that it is now. It is now 2:47 p.m. What we need to work out is this end time. Because we already know the start and the duration, we need to add on the duration to the start time to work out the end time. 47 minutes and 6 more minutes is 53. So 2:47 add 6 minutes is going to be 2:53 p.m. So he's going to be able to get on those dodgems at 2:53 p.m. In part B, we knew the end time, the time that Olivia wanted to get on the big wheel. We knew the duration, how long it was going to take her in the queue, but we didn't know the start time. That's what we had to work out. So because we know the end time and the duration, we're going to count backwards or subtract to work out the start time. So the end time was 4:05. The duration, the amount of time we have to take off, is 30 minutes. So first of all, we're going to count back 5 minutes to take us to 4 o'clock. Then we need to take off another 25 minutes to go back to 25 to 4. Another way of writing this is 3:35 p.m. Another way I can show this is on my yellow clock. I've got the end time showing on here of 4:05. The duration that we're having to subtract is 30 minutes, or half an hour. I know that half an hour is shown by half of the clock face. So I can move my minute hand halfway around, and I'm going backwards because we are subtracting that time, which will bring us to the same answer, 3:35. Let's have a go at a think together problem now. This question says, it's 4:36 p.m. If Max and Olivia start queuing now, when can they go on the carousel? Have a think, do we know the start time or the end time here? We know the start time because it's 4:36 now, and we're going to find out something in the future. So we're going to have to add on the duration to find the end time. The duration here is the queue time of 14 minutes. So it's 4:36 now. In 14 minutes time, when they have done their queuing, what will the end time be when they get on the ride? Pause the video now and see if you can work that out for yourself, then come back for the answer in a minute. All right, so 4:36 p.m. was the start time, 14 minutes of queuing. I'm going to add on 14 minutes onto 36. So 14 add 36 gives me 50. So the end time is 4:50 p.m. Max and Olivia can go on the carousel at 4:50 p.m. Let's have a look at another problem now. The time now is 10:09 a.m. Lewis has been queuing for 25 minutes. What time did he start queuing? Let's start off by thinking about what we already know. We know the duration, how long he has been queuing, and that's 25 minutes. We also know that the time now is 10:09 a.m. Is this the start time or the end time? It is the end time because we need to go back to find that when he started queuing. So we're going to need to subtract the duration from the end time. There are some clocks here to help you out with this because we are going past the hour. 25 minutes has been split into 9 minutes and 16 minutes. We subtract the 9 minutes first to take us back to 10 a.m. and then we subtract the remaining 16 minutes. Work out now what time Lewis started queuing and then come back to the video when you're ready for an answer. So Lewis started queuing at 9:44 a.m. and this is because 10:09 take away 25 minutes is 9:44. We took away 9 minutes first to take us back to we took away 9 minutes first to take us back to 10 a.m. and that meant we had to take away a further 16 minutes. 60 take away 16 is 44. So he started queuing at 9:44 a.m. Well done if you got those correct, guys. If you made a mistake, that's absolutely fine. Go back and have a go at correcting your work now you've seen how to work out the answers. Some of you might be ready to go straight into your Green Power Maths books now. Today you're working on page 62 of your Power Maths book, and it's lesson 10, finding start and end times. Have a go at working out those answers. Remember, look at what information you already know. You will know the duration, it will tell you how long the event lasts, and then it will tell you either the start or the end time somewhere as well. If you know the start time and you're working out the end time, which is in the future, you're going to need to add on that duration. However, if you know the end time and you're working out the start time, which is in the past, you're going to need to subtract that duration to work out the answer. So make sure you read the question really carefully. It can help if you highlight or underline the important information that you get there. So that will be things like the time and the duration. If you would like a challenge though, stick with me with the video and we'll go through the challenge question together now. Okay, so the question says, the queue for the Helter Skelter takes 12 minutes. Bella began queuing at 8 minutes to 3. What time will she go on the ride? Use the number line to work this out. Think about the number of minutes past the hour. Okay, so use this number line. My suggestion would be to mark on the number line first the time that Bella begins queuing. Then have a go at counting on from that time the duration to find out when she gets to go on the ride. Pause the video now and have a go at doing this yourself and then come back and we'll go through it together. All right, so Bella got on the ride, Bella started queuing at 8 minutes to 3. Another way of saying this is 2:52 or 14:52 in the 24-hour clock. I've marked this on the number line. Here it is, 14:52. She then had to queue for 12 minutes. I'm going to do those in jumps now. So to take us up to 1500 or 3 p.m, we had to add on 8 minutes. That's not the full 12 minutes though. We need to count on a further 4 minutes because 8 and 4 is 12. So we were at 3 o'clock or 1500, add on 4 minutes, takes us to 1504 or 3:04 p.m. Okay, so part B. This question says the journey home takes 59 minutes. If the Khan family leave at 5:35 p.m, what time will they get home? Have a think. Do we know the start time or the end time? We're trying to work out what time they get home. And if they're leaving at 5:35, they're going to get home later than that. That's going to be in the future. So we know the start time is 5:35 p.m. The duration of this journey home is 59 minutes. Now, 59 minutes is really close to an hour, which is only 60 minutes. It's 1 minute difference. So we're going to use compensation to solve this problem. So 1 hour later, I'm counting on further than the 59 minutes, and I'll make that difference back in a minute. 1 hour later than 5:35 p.m. is 6:35 p.m. I've counted on too far though. I've counted on 1 minute too far because I counted on 60 minutes rather than 39. So I'm going to subtract that additional minute to leave me with at 6:34 p.m. This is called compensation. You've probably done some of this in your maths fluency lessons, particularly when adding on 9 or subtracting 9 from a number. You might have done this by adding or subtracting 10 first and then compensating to make it up to 9 instead. Okay, there are other ways, of course, to work this question out. You could add on 25 minutes to 5:35 p.m. to take you to 6, and then add on the remaining 34 minutes to bring you to 6:34 p.m. Either way, I need you to show your working and explain how you've done that. You're ready to go into your green maths books now. Just to remind you, today we're on page 62 of those green maths books. Good luck with your questions, and don't forget you can always email your class teacher if you've got any questions or problems with what you've been doing. I'll see you next week. Bye.